This is a Headgum original.
In 1977, NASA sent 2 solid gold records into space so that aliens might find them and understand life on Earth.
I send greetings on behalf of the people of our planet and friendly wishes to all who may encounter this Voyager.
Now, we're making new records with our friends.
We step out of our solar system into the universe seeking only peace and friendship. We know full well that our planet and all its inhabitants are but a small part of this immense universe that surrounds us.
Hello from the children of planet Earth.
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
Nothing. You were saying before the recording, you were saying that I looked really good.
I was saying that.
Guys, we got to the studio.
Remember that.
We got to the studio and I went out of my way to say, Shelby, did you want to tell me I look good today? I look normal. I look normal.
No,
Actually,
he's got a good
shaving.
color scheme going on. It's actually important that Caleb doesn't take that from himself. He's got a good color scheme going on.
Oh, no. Shelby, stop. Keep going.
You seem tan for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, stop. Keep going.
When I landed in LA from Cleveland, Ohio, someone was like, you look really tan. And I was like, to get tan in Cleveland.
You did look kind of tan. I would know. I picked you up from LAX. I picked you up from LAX. I would know.
I picked, to the listeners, I picked you up. Yeah, you did pick me up. Wait, I want to give a quick SO, shout out. I met a big little freak this weekend.
Whoa. Temmie? Shout out Temmie.
Came up to me, said, I like you.
Whoa. Was it sexual?
No.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Shelby.
No, it's fine.
I know. It would just be nice to have those kind of advances.
Yeah, no, it's always nice, but...
You've got a situation, but it's always nice.
It's always nice, but it just, wasn't. I didn't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it isn't.
Something we haven't been able to stop talking about, Shelby and I, in person. This is another SO. This is, of course, Free Clout for the girlies. And the babies. Because what we're talking about now... No. And they would hate that. And
this is Free Clout for the girlies and the theylies.
The theybies. Oh, theylies. Okay. Theydies. Our friend Naomi in the band Muna, iconic best band on earth, has been singing the Phoebe Bridgers part of Silk Chiffon on tour, and we can't stop talking about how good they've been doing.
And
when she turns around halfway down the aisle with a young camera smile like she wants to try. Naomi's crushing that shit, dog.
We have to give it up. I wanted to give Free Clout to the girlies, but I had a few different songs, and I decided to do one that I know you'll agree with, so that later in life I can be more controversial.
Okay.
And it's going to go ahead and be Dearly Departed by Shaky Graves.
Oh my goodness. Now this is a song I love.
Now this is a song I love. It's so good.
Let's play a little bit of it.
Anya, are you able to play music? Anya just sat down.
Anya,
can't help.
Can we play a little bit of Dearly Departed by Shaky Graves?
Anya, can you play it and guess what it is?
Anya was away, and then we started screaming about Dearly Departed.
Guys, here's a little fun fact for the little freaks. People seem to have missed the announcement that Mike has left us to help a struggling podcast get on its feet. And continue to ask. And so, Mike is gone because he is helping.
Mike is running the radio program for the NYPD now.
Yeah.
So he controls all of the traffic control, all of the traffic. So
like if you buy one of those radio responders, yeah.
Yep.
He talks between the radio calls.
Yeah. When they're waiting on calls, he goes, that was NYPD going to do some stuff in Manhattan. He does things like that.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Big Homicide.
Big, yeah.
But we never met Mike in person. And already now, we've met our new producer in person.
Yeah.
So much quicker than we ever could have possibly met Mike.
Shout out to Anya. So not working for the NYPD, which we love about Anya. Anya, do we have Dearly Departed? Okay, here it goes. Anna. So true. So true, that part.
Had a little fun with it. Lyrics unmatched. You and I both know the house is haunted. You and I both know the ghost is me.
Right.
Between your sheets, just rattling your chains.
Hey. Well, back then, baby, it didn't seem so strange. Come on. Well, I think we can cut that. That, because we'll listen to the whole song. I've driven around with you. You know we'll listen to the whole song.
I would love to.
You would love to drive around and listen to that song with me?
Yeah.
What else would you want to do?
Hold hands.
Tell me what else you'd want to do. What are you wearing?
Sweatshirt. You see me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sweatshirt jeans. Sweatshirt jeans, sneakers. Sports bra.
Yummo. What if I said yummo during sexting? Yummo. The Yum Center in Kentucky.
What are the Yum Center in Kentucky? What are three?
I'm taking her to the Yum Center.
What are the top 3 words that have said to you in sexting that feel like maybe they could be said that would absolutely make you put your phone away?
Could be said to me during sexting.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
Scrumptious. Like, oh, if I sent like a nude, which I don't do, by the way, I don't send nudes. But if I sent a nude, well, I mostly don't send nudes.
What do you do with the ones I take of you?
Those are just for my collection. Yeah, I jerk off to those. I whack off to those pictures of myself. Scrumptious for sure. Never call me scrumptious. Never say scrumptious in a sexual context. What else? Oh, one of my favorite tweets of all time. I don't know who this person is, but someone tweeted, "I be sexting like, is that so?" And I really think that's so funny. But yeah, maybe that. And then what else could you not say to me during sex? I do stand up about this. I haven't done this joke in a while though. I'm not going to do the joke, but someone during sex in the past year called me beautiful, like during a random hookup. And I thought that was extremely out of pocket. I wanted him to serve some jail time for that. Hookup?
What would you prefer he had said, just out of curiosity?
Hot, sexy,
yes.
Or nothing. Silence would have sufficed. I definitely don't call me. I didn't know his name. Why is he calling me beautiful? That's insane. Beautiful is such a truly intimate word. Yeah, and it's like he's right, but I'm also hot. So like, let's focus on what's the matter. Yeah, it's not about it being true or false. It's about like the weird intimacy of the word itself. It's like we aren't having kids. We're not making love. Yeah, we're not like creating a life together. I'm not going to talk to you after this. Why are you calling me beautiful? I really do think it's like it's an intimacy violation where it's like that's not really what we're doing, What was the intonation? Can you do an impression? I mean, yeah, we were like hooking up, and he was like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and I was like, "Yo, you gotta get the fuck out of here." I'm kidding. I mean, we obviously finished, but it was weird. What would you not want said to you during sexting or sex? I think you have a solid list, so it's not. Those aren't off the table, but saying that maybe there has to be 3 separate words. What if I was like, everything's on the table for me?
One of the most picky, particular people in the world.
You know what I will say? You are very particular. I will say this. This is a controversial one. I have hooked up with. I can't believe I have like family that listens to this podcast, and I actually do want to apologize to you guys. I continue to talk about things. I continue to talk about things that like I really don't think you should probably listen to. Guys have called me faggot during sex before, and I've not made them stop. I won't say I want it. I won't say I like it. But there were definitely a couple of times that I was like, that's fine. My stomach hurts. I wish I wouldn't have shared that. Keep going. Let's not cut it because I believe in being honest. But you go ahead. But
I don't like the. This is more what someone would ask me to say, but daddy is out of the way. It's out. It's not allowed.
Okay. Someone would ask me to say,
not Lindsay, but like when I've had sex with men, they'll be like. There are men that like to be called daddy, and there's nothing grosser to me. It makes me feel like a child. It makes me feel like I'm 3 years old, and I'm in trouble, and I like, and also I don't.
Oh, daddy! You do it in a southern accent, daddy.
It does like it. I mean, that is sort of my defense mechanism. If someone's like, say this, and I don't know what to do, I will be kind of like, okay, daddy. And then it's like, well, now we're in a bad place.
It'd be better to just say no.
Now we're in a bad place, and I have to go home.
Shelby. Are you sexually a top or a bottom?
The listeners don't get to know how I have sex.
They need to know.
They don't get to know how I have sex because my mom is one of the listeners.
Hey, Jillian, take your headphones off. Shelby, go ahead. No. Okay, answer me this. You don't have to.
What's going on?
Are you a top or a bottom? Blink once if you're a bottom. Yeah, that's what I thought. She blinked, folks.
Bitch. No.
All right.
No.
Oh wait, what is this? We got a message. What's the message say? Okay, Anya. Oh my God, Anya says Shelby gives serious bottom vibes. Could never be a top. Doesn't have what it takes. Anya. Oh my God, our producer just dragged Shelby to hell and back in the chat. Well, I can't say I disagree. What were you saying, Shelby?
I'm just pissed off. That's all.
You're pissed off? Why? I'm trying to create drama. It's good. The listeners like a little bit of, oh my God, I'm going to get accused of bullying you again. I just remembered. Oh, God. Our 6 listeners who think you get bullied are going to be sounding off in the reviews.
Well, 5 stars if you do.
Let's focus on what matters here, babe.
Hey, no worries, guys. As long as it's 5 stars, we care, but we do, you know.
You know.
You guys know.
Shelby, I tried to get you to come out. Let's talk. Actually, we do have a little bit of drama to talk about on the pod before our guest gets here. I tried to get you to come out with me this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was drunk and I was vulnerable.
And Caleb, for the record, drinks seasonally, once a season.
I would say
quarterly.
Once a year, usually. It's become quarterly.
It's quarterly.
That's only this year. I was drunk. I was vulnerable. I begged you to come out. You didn't. Do you want to explain that a little bit to me and to the listeners? Okay, you didn't come out with me. That's fine. I
wish that I had. I am jealous that you had a good time and would have loved to have been a part of it. But what really hurts my feelings, now that we're getting into it, is that then Caleb went ahead and did some... I would have never known. But then Caleb publicly posted on the internet that he was voice memoing and calling late at night the people he loves most.
No, that's not what I said.
I did not get any of those attempts at communication.
That's not what I said. So
what did you say? You said, sorry if you got a voice memo or a call from me. And I didn't get either. I have to imagine that means you were sending them around.
No, I reached out to some people. I reached out to some people I should not have been reaching out to, and some people that I can reach out to. I reached out to a couple of people, and we'll call. I reached out. I sent some drunk voice memos and calls to some people, and I will say I really shouldn't drink, and well,
the problem with you drinking is not how you behave when you're drunk, because you are fun and normal fun drunk guy. But the problem is that because you don't do it often, the stuff that we've all sort of built little things within ourselves to fight.
Yeah.
You haven't you don't have those muscles exercised yet.
I do it like a 20-year-old. I'm like tweeting like the bar has a bad vibe. I'm like calling people I flirted with 3 years ago. I get drunk like a sorority girl who's in her second semester of freshman year. And it's got to stop. Well, it's never really started.
I went to last night.
Thank you.
That. But I went there and I got a drink. Lindsay and I got a drink. And then they checked my ID, which I think was nice of them. I feel like I'm at the age where it is nice to get my ID checked. I still get my ID checked everywhere. Everyone thinks I'm 16, but it is always nice to get the little check. And the bartender, a girl, was like, "Do you want a shot?" And I was like, "Oh my God, okay." And then starts pouring the most elaborate shot I've ever seen in my life. Like 8 juices, 3 different kinds of liquor. I'm like, what is going on? And then she just goes, "Oh my God, that's for someone else. What did you want?" And I was ready to have like this like a candy drop little guy. And it was nothing. It wasn't for me.
Shelby, you know what I'm ready to have?
A conversation with our guest.
So much fun with our guest today. We have this is a landmark episode of the pod. Today
this is a landmark episode of the pod.
You know her as one of Vulture's top comedians to watch in 2020.
This is going to absolutely
I'm freaking out.
Move the direction of the podcast forever, which is
freaking out.
Stressful for me personally.
You know her.
She's an ex-Hasidic queer Jewish stand-up comedian.
Got out of there. We are so excited for our guest today. Please help us welcome Robby Hoffman. Robby, we want to ask you. Actually, we decided we want to tell you, hey, the first thing you told us that you were going to put on your golden records to send to space is hallways and rooms.
Do you want to describe that?
Oh,
Explain that
you got to bring back, they went crazy with this open concept. You know, I guess I get it for work. Like, okay, at work, your boss wanted to be on top of you even more in this sicko,
evil,
power, weird thing. But then you brought it to your own home? Why do you want to be looked at your own home? What's wrong with you? Can't you see I'm in here? Can't you see I'm doing something? Bring back hallways, bring back rooms. Close the door. I am in here. Like,
Robby,
I am doing
you recently moved into your own place, right? So this is coming from a space.
Oh,
this is coming
I'm in
from
an office that closes when I want it, and that's the end of it. Now I have the door wide open right now.
Why would you do that?
Well, because
why would you be doing that?
Caleb?
I get that.
She wants
my cat needs freedom. If I don't let my cat have the illusion of choice, she'll be wherever she wants to be. If I say the door's open, she'll stay away.
Yeah, and the thing is like the whole thing. I like 2 rooms as an open. Like I love a living room, kitchen. Excellent for entertainment. I totally agree.
Beautiful.
I don't want to see somebody's office where in the corner of their workout they have a mechanical bike. They have something. Put it in a room. And I'm not yelling at you if you're poor and in a studio. Okay, this is not.
I am.
This is not.
Grow up.
Yeah, literally. First of all, you're poor.
Grow up.
Whose fault was that?
Lazy. First and foremost, lazy.
Bootstraps. Let's get to Poland.
Okay, freeloading. We don't know who's paying for the studio at this point. But anyway, I don't want to see dumbbells that you never use. I need separate rooms for certain things. Imagine they're going to have a toilet in the corner, somewhere in jail cells. And there is. I once went, by the way, I spend on dates, ladies, by the way. Okay.
Oh my God.
I did a staycation. Okay. Room at the W. It's not nothing. Okay. In Montreal.
It's something.
And by the way,
in Montreal.
Apparently Justin Timberlake stayed at the exact same room.
But, it's Montreal. It's Montreal where they speak French.
Yeah. Je parle français. Je viens de Montréal aussi.
Oh, I have to leave. I have to leave.
A lot of people. Yes.
You're taking me on a date next. Come on.
I speak both languages. So there I am in the room. The bathroom.
Both languages, as if there's only 2.
Yeah. Both languages. English and French. I speak them both.
Okay.
I speak both languages, by the way.
A glass cylinder in the middle of the room, which is what the whole bathroom was. And it's like, if you're on a date, like, I'm going to need some privacy here.
Wait, yes, you bring up a really good thing about hotels and glass bathrooms. I have there's almost even in the way that like a shower that is see-through can be sexy. There is also a toilet in the bathroom. There's always a toilet in the bathroom. That's actually the primary focus of a bathroom. So the glass wall, it doesn't function in the sexy way. It can be sexy for like a 15-minute shower. And then
my silhouette when I'm taking a post-dinner shit is not it's not turning anybody on.
No, and I don't some people it might be, Kale. My sister always said, if you could think of it, it's happening. So, some people it might.
But no one I'm bringing home.
She's in tech sales, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So the thing with the bathroom too is I don't mind. Sometimes they give you in the bathroom in a hotel, there's also a smaller room just for the toilet, but that room is too small. It's too small, the room. I feel like I just fit in, and that's me. Okay. And then if you're going to do the bathroom within the bathroom, the toilet in a separate room in the bathroom, I still want a door by the sink and everything. I don't want to be doing my cream, whatever I do in front. I want a privacy. I don't like when they just do the toilet and then the sink is open concept with the rest of the room. Do you know what I love?
My favorite hotel in Kansas City, which I will not name because on this podcast we give no free clap for the girlies.
Good.
My favorite hotel in Kansas City, where I always stay when I'm home, they have not only a bathroom with a door in the bedroom that's separate from everything that you can't see through, they also have a bathroom on each floor by the elevators.
Critical.
That's like a floor
That's
bathroom.
Incredible.
And they have a lobby bathroom.
Incredible.
So if you really need to get away, that's how you got to do a hotel. That's a hotel worth paying for.
Yeah.
Robby, you have to know.
That's a $200
I got to go to Kansas City. Montreal's bed.
You got to go to Kansas City.
Robby, you have to know about the bathroom in Caleb and Mai's first apartment in LA. My bathroom, which was a toilet shower. And then the sink was actually in my bedroom.
No, I can't.
Across the room. Across the room.
Across the room. And so everything about that was disorienting. Start to finish. And then there was no drawers, nothing. You had to get everything in the bathroom. And then just a standalone sink with a mirror.
No.
I toured an apartment once in Chicago that there were 3 apartments on the floor. They shared a bathroom on the floor. There was not a bathroom in the apartment.
Oh, yeah, that happens in New York. It's sick. You know what? I grew up...
That's a dorm. That's a dorm.
I grew up poor as hell, and my standards are this, okay, for even a studio. And listen up if you're still poor and lazy, you lazy fuck. Okay? I hate a studio. Sometimes they'll give you a studio that has a bathroom that's got a toilet and like a closet shower. And then the only sink is outside the bathroom, and that's also your kitchen sink. I do not share a sink with the kitchen. Okay, I'm not brushing my teeth where I wash a dish. What am I, an animal? If this doesn't motivate you to better your life, if you are sharing a bathroom and kitchen sink, nothing will. And you deserve exactly where you are.
Have you ever gone to like a bar where they do that with the sink, where the sink it's like bathroom, you leave the bathrooms and it's like a trough style sink it's like in between.
We've gone so crazy with the gender stuff that now everything's co-ed. I don't want you near me, sir. Okay? I don't need you coming out zipping up when I'm here.
Do it. Finishing the final touches on the belt.
Yes,
final touches on the belt
now, and that's also sick. I don't have a solution for any of this. All I come to do is
always in rooms. You have a solution.
I never have. Yes, give us more rooms. Yes, when in doubt, just put a wall on it and see what happens.
Something about this has made me think about ghosts. I can't explain that, but ghosts need walls and rooms, like hallways and rooms. Ghosts aren't in an open concept apartment. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
You don't? Ghosts need to be able to hide behind a wall.
Whenever somebody brings up ghosts and they get there, you know what? You're really niching your audience. It's like, sure, Like, first of all, and I watched that Netflix series, Incredible. I know we don't give freebies, but it's like Afterlife or something. And there's a couple stories, but it's like, when you're talking, it's like when somebody brings up aliens. It's like if an alien or the apocalypse. I'm like,
Robbie, that's the entire premise of the podcast.
Is it? Okay. Well, I can't. I'm not talking about any of those things. I'm not talking about any of those things.
And we love it.
That's where you lose
We need hallways and rooms.
Hallways and rooms.
Robby Hoffman needs hallways and rooms. Is that fair to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Well, before we get into your next item, we're going to throw it a break because, Robbie, we got to pay the bills. We have ads.
Woo-hoo-wee! Guys.
Woo, doggy. Do we have a product for y'all?
I got a product that's going to make you oink oink in your big bed.
I'll be singing about this product till the cows come home.
Y'all gotta try this. You gotta come down and try it. It's called Athletic Greens.
Call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. And what's for dinner is Athletic Greens.
Now, what is this stuff? What is this green sludge? Well, I'll tell you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything, and it still tastes dang good.
With 1 delicious scoop, Mama. Now, Mama's telling you it tastes dang good. I'm here to tell you, with 1 delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. How's that?
Tons of people are taking some kind of multivitamin. And you know what? It's important to choose one with high quality ingredients that your body can actually absorb. Why are you taking something
if your body can't absorb it? Your subscription to Athletic Greens comes with, and I cannot believe they're doing this. They have got to be losing money on this one. Your subscription comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in, especially in these winter months when we don't get as much sunlight. I don't know how they're doing it. That's a heck of a deal. Let me be
absolutely transparent with you.
Be transparent,
okay?
Mama.
I've never been to the tropical islands.
Oh.
When I have Athletic Greens, it tastes like I do.
Oh.
I have and I am. It costs you less than $3 a day. Mm-hmm. You're invested in your health. And it's cheaper than that cold brew habit I see you city folk having. Mm-hmm.
You know what I also noticed? Athletic Greens has over 7,000 5-star reviews. You don't see that every day, do you, Mama?
You do not see that every day. Okay? Athletic Greens, by the way, is a climate neutral certified product. I cannot sing its praises loud enough. Okay? All you got to do to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune support and vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is visit athleticgreens.com/golden.
Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. So head over to athleticgreens.com/golden to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. It'll have you saying, hey!
Again, that's athleticgreens.com/golden.
athleticgreens.com/golden. Emails, laundry, groceries, the list goes on. There's a lot that's on your to-do list, but what should be at the top? The answer is you.
This year, put yourself first with the help of Dipsea.
Dipsea Stories is an app full of sexy audio stories. And now they even have brand new written stories.
No matter who you're into or what turns you on.
Right.
Dipsea helps bring the stories to life.
Right.
Anytime.
Right.
Anywhere.
Totally. So close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a world where only good things happen. And pleasure is your only priority.
Explore your fantasies in a safe and shame-free way.
And here's something really sexy. For listeners of Keeping Records, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/golden.
Golden. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/golden.
Once again, that's dipseastories.com/golden.
Golden. Dipseastories.com/golden.
Dipseastories.com/golden. Go get your sexy little stories.
Go get turned on in public on the transit or something.
Dipseastories.com. Do this instead of harassing someone on the train.
I want to take a moment to tell you about a podcast that I suspect you'll like.
I think you're going to like it. It's called This Day in Esoteric Political History from Radiotopia.
It's a long title, but it's a short podcast. Each episode is about 15 minutes long.
3 times a week, the show looks at one moment from U.S. history that took place on that day.
Some of the stories are more obscure.
True.
You know, like the time the U.S. military accidentally dropped 3 armed nuclear bombs on a small North Carolina town. Or the 14-year-old girl who wrote to Abraham Lincoln and recommended facial hair to improve his candidacy with female voters.
This day is hosted by Jody Averigan, formerly of 538, and historians Nicole Himmer and Kelly Carter Jackson. It's short, they're fun, and it may help you get through what feels like very history-making times. So true.
Find This Day in Esoteric Political History from Radiotopia, wherever you get your podcast. Or thisdaypod.com.
Go to thisdaypod.com. What do you got to lose?
What do you got? Come on, what do you got to lose? What's going to happen if
What do you got to lose?
What are you going to do? What's going to happen if you don't go to the website?
Hey, you go to the website, so what? Nothing happens. You don't go to the website, maybe you have a bad day, maybe you have a good day. We don't know. You got nothing to lose.
You got nothing to lose by typing it in your web browser. What if you find out the best story you've ever... Then you go to a bar, you tell them the story that you heard on the podcast, and then you fall in love.
You fall in love. All of a sudden, you're in love because you went to thisdaypod.com.
And if you don't go to the website, I don't know that you'll ever find love. I'm not saying that you won't. I'm not saying that you will.
Maybe you get hit by a truck.
I couldn't possibly know.
Maybe you don't go to the website. You say, I'm going to go on a walk. You get hit by a cement truck.
What happens then?
Then
on your deathbed, you have to think. You have to say, I did not go to the website.
I wish I would have went to thisdaypod.com. Welcome,
Bark. Fuck.
Robby, we ask every guest this. Would you give us a bark?
What do you mean, like a dog? I'm not doing that. No, they can't. No, I have limits as a person. A lot of people don't know that it's actually anti-Semitic, Caleb, because in the Holocaust, a lot of people don't know this. They called Jews Untermenschen, which means subhuman, and they had posters going around with insects and dogs on them, labeling those as
You're
Jews.
right to say no.
And I'm not barking
no.
as a person.
Robby, we're allowing you to say no. We're not going to force the issue. We just have to ask.
Thank you.
Robby, I want you to know about this segment. It was an accident once, and we have continued to do it. We are scared every week to say this because it's a horrible question.
Who is doing it? Name names. I can't.
Everyone.
You're the
why I count people.
You are the second person to say no.
Who was the first?
And you're correct. Who was the first?
Was it Taylor Guerin?
Oh, that checks out. Love her to bits.
Maybe.
That checks out. We're not.
People should be saying no to this.
They really have to self-evaluate.
No, you know what? It was Oh, why can't I think of her name? Abby McEnany.
It was Abby McEnany.
Oh my God! Of course.
Do you know Abby?
From Work in Progress?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys would get along great.
I'd start barking on command like this. Grow up.
It's true. And you and Abby would get on great. I
love that show so fucking much. I mean, I only know Abby from the show.
She's great. Your second item, Shelby, do you want to say it or should I?
Your second item is hardware stores.
Oh. I mean, speaking of that, listen, I don't want to be like a poster for you know what? I'm sick of just being like Jewish. I'm nothing. I'm like a straight. That's how I identify now. Like 2022, I'm straight and I'm Republican, and that's it. I'm going to say goodbye to everything.
No, I'm kidding. Robby.
I'm kidding. But while I'm still in the space that I'm in, hardware stores, I had to go there the other day. I mean, I didn't have to. I could have gone online, but it was like, you know what? The pilgrimage. It's like a real store. It's like they have stuff. Like I feel like hardware stores have everything you need. And we just lost them. I just want to bring them back. They're always like, have the greatest signs outside. Like they have old school signs. So that's more of like a nostalgic, like a hardware store smells really good. I don't know if it's because of my orientation, but I just love clicking around, perusing, fiddling at a hardware store. You know, I'll pick up.
When you say your orientation, you mean lesbian.
Yeah, I would say like, I don't know if that's the thing with I don't know how many gay men want to be walking through the hardware store, but you know, they're redoing their homes. They're redoing their homes, these gays.
Caleb's saying not me. Caleb and I have been known.
I didn't say not me.
Not many.
I said not many.
Oh.
Because you know I like a hardware store.
Caleb and I have spent hours and hours together at hardware stores. I mean. It had to be at because we're family.
We're a family, yeah.
But they let you cut your own wood in the aisle.
Oh God, Robbie, I wish you'd been there for
so
that.
Exciting.
And we were cutting wood.
Shelby was cutting. Shelby was adamant. I was watching. I said, "Do you want help?" She said, "No." I said, "I'm not going to press the issue. I'm on Instagram."
No. First of all, I'm in Birkenstocks. I'm in Birkenstocks.
Yeah,
I'm getting sort of harassed about the Birkenstocks, not proper shoe protocol, whatever. I am cutting the wood. I'm doing an amazing job. I'm doing a flawless job.
She is. She's sweating though. She looks like she's struggling.
Well, because it was a big piece of.
First of all, your fingers. Okay, I sliced a tomato. I'm not going to be alive. I almost took out. I had to get a single stitch because I had a new knife.
You got a stitch for that?
Yeah, I had a new knife, and I was just like, you know what? I'm making guac from scratch, and I like tomatoes in it. And I slice, and yeah. And then, so they wanted me. I had to go. It wasn't stopping to bleed after like an hour, and I was like, if it's not stopping to bleed. So I went. He's like, oh yeah, we got to do a stitch. I'm like, right now. So he does the stitch up. It felt as bad. And then he's like, a week later, you'll come back and we'll take the stitch out. Not me. You don't think I watched Alone? I watched enough Alone. I said, I'm taking my own stitch out. I watched a video on YouTube and I held the stitch up, got the little scissors in it, and then pulled my own stitch out, which felt as gross as you can imagine. And I'm good at the So imagine cutting wood. I'm lucky to be alive.
My family friend took my stitches out at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
And what a nightmare.
It's a ruse there they have the hospital.
Thank you. I do really have to thank you for bringing up the show Alone because it's a perfect show. It's a flawless show. And it's a show I can't get enough.
Incredible. And it's we see this medical complex and they're making up things and diagnosing, giving pills for everything. They're also telling you have to come back to take your stitches out. You do not. Take your own stitch out. What are you?
It's literally
a show. What is the show? I've never heard of it.
Alone is like Survivor without any help. So it's like they stick somebody out in the middle of nothing. You have 10 tools and you have to film yourself as well. There's literally nobody but you. You have to set up a tripod. That would be the hardest part for me is the tech. Anya too.
Yeah, no, we know.
The tech would be the hardest. The tech would be the hardest part. But yeah, and a lot of them almost die basically.
There's no challenges though. Like Survivor has challenges.
No, well, the challenge is you have a bear.
This is just go out there and survive.
Yeah, there's a bear.
Being alive is a challenge, honey. I've always said the biggest challenge in life is continuing it.
Yeah.
Well, they are playing that game. But back to I'm gonna flash us back to. I'm cutting wood. I'm doing a good job, but it's taking me some time.
Yeah.
Some guy comes up to me, and he goes,
"Dumb.
You want a little help with that?"
He may as well have called you little lady. Like he did. He didn't say little lady, but it had little lady energy.
It was literally as if he had said, "Oh my, a little lady like you."
That's where I like a man showing up. Is
Robby.
there? No, I do. If he's helping with the hardware store, cut wood. I don't want him zipping up the rest of his pants at the bathroom at the bar. But I do.
He might as well have. It had the same energy.
Robbie, I think Robbie's drawing a hard line on this, though. She wants help at the hardware store.
Oh, yeah. That you're learning
to help you at the hardware store.
I mean, did he know how to chop it?
We didn't let him try. I was doing a fine job.
Oh, okay.
After I left Shelby alone because I said, this isn't my fight. After he asked the third time, I said, hey, I think she's got it. Okay. I was like, because I'm starting to get annoyed. Like,
this is harassment. This is not just asking.
Robbie, I would help you at any hardware store ever.
Thank you.
So
Same.
I would go with you.
Same.
I would do anything.
Same.
I'll help, but I do think you both have got it.
Shelby, you got it, clearly. You're not even asking for it. I'm not even offering anymore after that story.
You're gonna get canceled. Shelby's gonna cancel you, Robby.
Yeah, I'm not offering you.
Yeah,
Robby,
I'm posting his picture around town.
Do you worry about getting canceled?
What are you going to say to me?
Do you worry about getting canceled?
What are you going to say? No, I think people who are, the people doing all the stuff are worried. The only people worried are like, if they've been like CEOs of things for a long time and,
You're getting there, though. Do you worry that as you become CEO?
The people who know what they've done are worried. And the people, it's like, I'm saying everything here. What are you going to say to me? I'm saying it.
You have said on this episode that we've gone too far with the gender stuff and that you're a Republican.
Well,
you don't worry that
with the open concept only bathrooms with the sink.
I don't know. People can clip that up.
We could just have, so then don't take it out of context. Don't take it out of context. You know what we could have instead of the open concept troughs? We could have rooms with sinks. Like gender neutral. Just one person, unless you're for conjoined twins, okay, you can go in two. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you for covering the conjoined twins clause. Okay. Can't get Robby on the conjoined twins.
You're not going to be getting me on that. I am sympathetic.
Okay. So we've got hallways and rooms. We've got hardware stores. Robby, the next thing you sent to us to put on your records is, if you can possibly believe it, Neapolitan ice cream.
Which is a departure from what we've had so far, I'll say.
Delicious. Yeah. You know what? It's such a classic, and I do remember like it coming, and I still have like Breyers in the box or whatever. But it's like people have gone so crazy with ice cream, and it's like we just want a taste. Like I don't need an entire brownie in the ice cream. That's why I'm getting ice cream because I want ice cream.
I don't want a brownie.
Right?
Yeah.
If I wanted a brownie, I'd have a brownie.
I'm going to get the brownie. I don't mind a piece. Here's what I love, like a simple scoop of like vanilla with like a piece of sponge cake. Now I understand I'm aging myself as 93. Okay. Because that's the age I was born.
I wouldn't say it, but that is what you are doing.
But it's like the simple stuff so you could really taste it. If you have a billion flavors in your ice cream, you're swirling, you got Rolos in there, you're tasting a mishmash. When you have just the chocolate, strawberry, which I've leaned into recently, but I was always, strawberry felt like it was for old people, and now I'm into it. Fair. And then
90 years old, we got there already.
And then vanilla, like you taste them all. When you want to mix, you mix like within reason. You're mixing so, like just maybe a chocolate with strawberry. But people have gone so crazy.
Also, if you go to a nice restaurant, if you go to like a nice Italian restaurant, they're going to bring you a simple piece of cake. They're going to bring you like 2 scoops of a simple gelato. They're going to bring you something nice with a really rich flavor profile. You have to go to Cold Stone Creamery if you want them to jam a bunch of shit in there.
Imagine going to like a 5-star restaurant and looking at the dessert menu.
They do Cold Stone on the table.
Well, that would be fucking dope to me, and you know that. That'd because the way I like a Caesar salad on the side in front of me to happen. But
that is fun.
But thank you. I knew you'd get it. I got harassed on this podcast.
Fun is fun.
Fun is fun. But
no debate.
Imagine scrolling, looking to the bottom of a 5-star menu, and it's like Snickers ice cream covered in like it really
hot
goes
fudge.
In. Yeah, it's like hot fudge Snickers ice cream with a peanut butter center.
You know what? You'd probably order it. Like, listen, I self-contradict all the time. You'd probably order it. The other thing I don't like about like fancy ice cream, fancy restaurants, when you get to the desserts, like they stick like praline or like something like really old. Like, okay, mix up. Like, I'm not saying, but if you had, and I can never even say Neapolitan. Did I say it properly?
You said it perfect,
okay,
gorgeously.
Thank you. If they had that on a menu, a lot of people would get it. It's a hit. You know what else is a hit? If you just had a lava cake with a little.
Yes,
with a little scoop of vanilla ice cream, okay? Like
thank you for saying that about lava cake.
Okay, a little lava cake like that.
And a ramekin.
Okay, and 1 scoop of it would sell out. Like, what are you guys doing? This is
I demand restaurants actually stop deconstructing. I don't want to
construct it. Your job is to construct it. I consume.
I don't want a dust of literally anything. I never want a dust.
No.
Put it in.
One of my favorite places to get lunch in LA, I won't say, they have a rule: you can't wear tank tops, flip flops, or hats.
I agree.
You like that?
Flip-flops? I need to see it.
Who cares? Who cares? I'm paying. I'm paying. If I want my feet out,
I'm paying too. Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I'm sitting
You
there.
stay home.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
feet.
No.
Wait, but I have a question. I have a question, Robby.
Babies only.
Robbie,
if I'm paying good money, I'll have my toes out. And I'll wear a hat with my toes out.
Bring back rooms. You're in your own little pod.
No.
I'm in
You
my pod.
want walls in the dining room? I'm eating. My toes are out. My hat's on. And I'm tipping 40%. I'll wear shorts.
Makes me sick.
I have a question.
I'll wear a tank top. My pits are out.
I have to ask a question.
What, Shelby?
Robby, I'm actually with you on flip-flops, but I actually can't. I can't hold my own in an argument about it, and I'm wondering what you're taking.
Wait, I have one thing. Remember your thing, but I will say this, and not that I'm not here to defend men, okay, at all.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, after the prior comments. But men's feet are 10 times cleaner than women's flip-flops. When women wear flip-flops, it's as if they never take the flip-flop off. It's minimum 1 month stay for the flip, okay? And their feet are black. At least I know men. I don't see this with men as much. And also keep in mind, I'm not looking as much. I'm looking away. But I don't see the blackness.
Robbie sees men and goes,
the women
sees men ducks into a store.
They lean in. When women like flip-flops, they really are not putting anything else on. Go on, Shelby. I had to just make the distinction.
So I hate a flip-flop. I think it's a crime and a sin.
Yeah.
Flip-flops.
No, it is.
But a Birkenstock, I'm cool with. And I'm seeing the same amount of toe. And that's why I don't...
You want to see my Birkenstocks? They're closed toe.
You've got the Bostons.
Yeah, you better believe I got the closed toe. I'm not...
Thank
toes.
God.
You're earning looking at my toes.
Get them out. I say free those toes, Robbie.
And they are free at home, in the comfort of my home.
If I come to your house, you're going to show me toe?
You better believe it. And I'll tell you, nobody's feet are softer than mine. Okay?
Robbie.
No, I'm telling you this.
You can't.
Between socks, slippers, and shoes, my feet never touch the ground.
You cannot claim this.
No, I swear. It's true. I've been told.
What do you wear in the shower?
No, so I'm barefoot and I wash in the shower, but I have slippers at home. And I also wear shoes and socks. And my feet are very well maintained. Naturally. I don't do better. It's just naturally.
You're just a foot gal.
No, I'm not even. But I'm just saying people are so out of their way to ruin their feet. It's like people are walking around with blackened feet. You're walking into a restaurant like an animal with black feet, ordering,
And it's my right. And it's my right.
And I have to sit there. But like some people are just only wearing flip-flops. They never wear a sock. And they're just, I don't know, blackening their feet with tar. I don't even know what's going on.
Robbie, do you know what, you're obviously, that you're one of my favorite comedians. So I don't want to say you should get into a different line of work. But can I tell you, if you ever got fed up with the comedy, industry, what you would be incredible at? A server at one of those restaurants where they're mean to you on purpose. You would be so fun. Because I love it when you dish it out.
Like the Wiener Circle or Dick's Last Resort.
Dick's Last Resort.
People have been messaging me, actually commenting on things that I'm in, that they would pay for Robby Hoffman to call and yell at them. There's a market. There's a market, baby, out there, and they want me to yell at them.
Go ahead and get on Cameo.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I don't have it in me. I do not have it in me. But yeah, I'm sure there's a market, but I wouldn't do the service thing. I couldn't do because all the people coming in with flip-flops and shorts. I mean, I wouldn't even make it 20 minutes.
Dick's Last Resort, you'd get fired.
Day one, immediately.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they would love it. The way that you hated it, they would love.
It would be too earnest. Robbie would not be able to stop.
So for me, it's like I don't want to see someone in flip-flops. I think there is a culture surrounding flip-flops that makes anyone who wears them immediately it's an assault to me. But if someone's showing foot in a Birkenstock or like a different type sandal, I actually can get on board.
I don't think men should ever show me their feet. I just don't. I think feet is for kids and women. like the Titanic. Like, women and children first. That's what I think feet is. Men,
you were just saying that men's feet are better than women's.
So there's many nuances, aren't there, in a conversation? In 2022, we're having a nuanced conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, men.
So you admit.
So when people listen, I can't stop people. If I was king of the world, yes, no flip flops allowed, no question. Okay, but when people are wearing flip flops, men wear them better. Men seem to wear some.
But you would stop them.
Okay.
But you would stop them from doing it.
King of the world, nobody's in them. But women and children, if they need. Children, I don't care.
What would be the need? What would be the need?
Well, kids, they can't really use laces. I don't really understand. Kids
Get them in your Bostons. Get them in your Bostons.
No, kids can't. It's too loosey-goosey for a child.
Robby, I have to say.
Women and children. That's my policy on flip-flops.
I feel that I have to defend myself to listeners a little bit. Here's my problem with the lunch spot that doesn't allow hats, flip-flops, or tank tops. Would I ever wear flip-flops or a tank top in general, but especially to lunch in Beverly Hills? No. Would I wear a hat, like a ball?
A hat. You're totally
right. A nice cap?
Yep, a hat.
I can't wear a nice 5-panel hat out to lunch?
No, because some men are wearing those.
I'm valeting my car. They're wearing what?
They're wearing newsboy caps and things like that make me uncomfortable.
You have to ban the hats because of the bad ones. You have to take care of the good ones.
It's a wholesale ban on hats.
If you let all hats in, you're letting the bad hats in.
I will say,
it's better just to say none.
When you let men loose on the concept of hats, shit gets weird in under 60 seconds.
And you know what? It also bans annoying girls from wearing those too wide brim hats. Ladies, it's over. It's not 2016. We're moving on from the. I know you spent a lot of money. You spent $70 on a hat. That was good for a year. It happens, okay? But that's it. It also bans those hats. So yes,
magicians' hats, top hats. I mean, we're getting rid of a lot of them.
But I don't mind a hat as much. Flip-flops and short. Flip-flops is the worst. It's a sliding scale. Flip-flops, terrible. Shorts, horrendous. And then hats.
Hats can be okay.
Yes.
Robby, I truly am terrified to ask, but what is something you would delete from the records?
Okay, so it was a couple things. Okay. I can't remember what I sent in, but I think 2 things. I would do no dogs indoors. Okay.
What if in the home?
Sure, in your home, certain rooms.
Okay.
Wait. You can't just brush past that. So you're saying no dog?
It's not a domesticated animal, in my opinion.
They're the most.
No, they're not. They have to go outside to go to the bathroom. It's not domesticated.
So you would stop other people from having dogs in their homes if you could.
King of the world. You're saying I do whatever.
Absolutely. No, we're giving you the freedom.
Yeah. I'm just making sure I understand.
That dog at a restaurant, do not. I don't want your puppy next to me. I don't care if he's friendly. Imagine he wasn't friendly. They're like, he's friendly. Thank God. You shouldn't even have to say it. Okay?
Okay.
But it's so crazy. People and I've talked about this now. I'm ranting on this on every podcast I do because it's become a bit of a crusade. But it's if you have a dog, an enormous dog especially, okay, hold your dog back, okay? And it should be customary again to ask somebody to put the dog in a room when I come into the house. I don't feel like being mauled by a dog right now. I had somebody's dog mauling my sock. He just wants your sock. I want my sock.
It's my sock.
Why didn't I wore it?
Yeah, I get it. Imagine the dog as a person and the person's trying to take the sock and he's like, oh, he wants the sock. It's
this goes back to earlier when we're starting to value dogs more than people. I won't do it. Okay. And the dog, until it can use the toilet or sometimes, then it's outside. Leave it in the backyard. What do you mean? It's happier there.
Okay.
It is happier there. Continue.
Okay. And that's a big dog, I think. And then my second thing is just coasters. They've been pretentious from day one. From day one, they've been pretentious. We're still doing them. People are gifting them as when there's literally nothing else to gift somebody you hate. And it's just use your table. It's fine. So you have a couple rings. It's a tape. It's when women started doing underwear, and I think women are still doing this, but me, and I don't know what the hell I am. But anyway, like thongs, because like you don't want to see like an underwear line. So I'm like, but let's say you saw my underwear, like, so you got me. I'm wearing underwear. What's the big? I don't really. Okay,
you caught red-handed.
Wearing underwear, like hygienic person. I'm not.
I actually think the crazier thing is to be caught like not wearing underwear. The catching wearing underwear is like, yep.
Like you got me. And so like with coasters, it's like, you know what? Buy a wood table that you're ready to use as a table. Like if you don't want to use something as a table, don't have a table.
Don't do it. Don't have one.
Sit somewhere else. Sit outside on the grass. Figure it out. I don't know for people in the snow what you're doing, but if you're ready to have a table, have a table. I don't want to get to somebody's house. Oh, I got to get a coaster. And especially if you're wealthy, buy a new table if I fuck up your table.
Well, it does feel like when you're at someone's house and they're making you use a coaster, it feels like I'm being tasked with taking care of their stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't want to feel tasked.
People come over here. Say what you want.
No rules.
I give you a drink. Enjoy it. You spill something. I don't give a shit.
Robby, to be fair, if they're wearing flip-flops, they're dead. Yes. They're dead on arrival.
Again, okay, there's a nuance to being friends with me.
I'm pro coaster. I gotta say, I'm pro coaster. You come to my house, I have a nice table. Yes. You're gonna put your wet drink down on it.
Yes.
You're gonna ruin my nice table.
I want a coaster. Over time, it actually, like wabi sabi, it actually just really. It just shows how many people you have over. It gives you like you've had all these amazing experiences. You know,
you're out of your depth.
I don't like coasters either, but I'm not as passionate. And I don't like coasters because I never know where they are. I never know if I'm supposed to use them. Sometimes you use one because you see them, and then someone's like, "Oh, you don't really need to use those."
And I hate seeing them in use. Like I hate seeing them not in use. Like I hate seeing a stack of coasters. Okay. I don't think it's good. Like I don't know. It's just like it's the most like we've gone too far.
Also, a napkin coaster. What? A napkin coaster. So when people put a napkin under your drink, I hate that too because it always sticks to the bottom. And then you pick it up, and there's
Robby, I have you over for an intimate gathering. I give you a napkin coaster. You're leaving my place.
I'd stay the whole night.
Wow. Oh, come on! I was looking for a fight, and you didn't give me one.
No, because that's a delight. But if I liked anybody even a millisecond less than you, or a millinch less than you, I'm calling the police and leaving. I think we should like abolish the police, but for anything but like very small things, like trivial things, like that would be an ideal world for me. It's like, okay, like we actually are dealing with mental illness, we're dealing with everything. But then if somebody comes up with flip-flops, who do you call? Well, then that's where they are.
Then we have a police for that.
Yes, we only have small crimes police, like small crimes court.
Oh, that'd be hot, actually. I'd be good at that.
Yeah. Hot? You think it would be hot?
I'd be a good officer
that'd be so sexy.
for that. I'd be a good officer for that. I'd show up and I'd make a call.
Hey, you'd be absolutely terrified.
You'd say, get out of here. $100 fine. Speaking of $100 fine, Robby, the last thing you have decided to put on your golden record, the Robby Hoffman record, is a $100 bill.
Is that crisp? Is that fresh?
Oh, that's crisp. Oh, come on. Please.
Since 6 years old, the 100 has not lost its luster on me. It is one of those things. It is one of those things that I still am impressed by. I still enjoy. It's so clean, neat, perfect. You know exactly what it's $100. It's just an excellent denomination. When I was a kid, all through even teenager, I don't have a father. He's alive somewhere, but not involved. But he would send me $100. By the way, I love the man so much for this. And it's so worth it. If you're a dad and you're thinking of doing anything, send the 100. It goes a long way. I have no resentment, nothing. I feel fine.
If you're a dad and you're thinking of being absent,
send the $100 bill. But it's like I would get the 100 and it would be
get
US.
The fuck out of here and send the 100.
When I was in Canada already, I would get 100 USD, which was like 150 Canadian because the dollar's so bad there. And it's just amazing. I like if I get paid cash and there's 100, I always like to keep 100 in the wallet, just one. a $100 bill still feels as good as it ever did.
Can I raise a inquiry? Do you feel, whenever I've had $100 bill, which is not a common occurrence to get like $100 bill, but when I do, I feel like I can't give it away. I can't pay.
I know. I love to have it. I know it's one of those things where it's like 100 used to be so much money, but it's still not nothing. It's never not nothing. Even like there's something about it. Even though it's a nothing to a billionaire, it still isn't nothing. It's still $100 bill for some reason.
And I want to keep it in my wallet. That's part of it. I don't want to give up $100 bill. And then the other part is like, I always feel kind of embarrassed that they're going to have to give me change. Like, I'm like,
nobody does it more confidently than me. I love whipping 100. Since a kid, I'm walking into Radio Shack, buying a new remote control car. Boom! I got my birthday money. Give it to me. Here's
Robby, I need to go to dinner with you and learn. I have a $100 bill in my wallet right now that I cannot possibly spend.
You got to break it eventually, and you have to have another 100 there. And it's always good. It's like, it feels like the perfect amount. In an emergency, inside, like it feels like that's the amount to just have, even though it's not a lot anymore. It still has a luster.
I'm trying to get much better about having any, like even $50, $60 in 10s, 5s, and 20s on me, because I keep getting fucked and playing the fool because I need to valet or I need to tip somebody.
Well, we do stand up. We get cash so much.
I just spend it immediately.
Stop doing that.
I still only do card mostly.
Me too.
And then I end up.
I gotta quit doing that.
Look, she's protesting.
Oh, who's this now?
Okay, well, we'll leave on that note. She's protesting anyway, looking the other way, giving everybody their
Being very cute, though.
She's extremely cute, this cat. She's
Robby,
from Long Beach.
You are, oh my God, your record's iconic. You're just one of the funniest people on earth. Do you want to tell people where they can find you and what they should be looking out for?
Yes, they could find me on Twitter with a couple viral tweets. I used to have semi-viral, 700-800. What did I have? 68K this week? I mean, really wild. Yeah, which for me, up. Caleb, you know. So I am Robby Hoffman on Twitter for nudes, Robby Hoffman on Instagram. Look out, if wherever you see stand-up, I come to different cities. I'm here in Los Angeles based. Come see me out and about. And you'll follow me and you'll figure out what I'm up to.
And Rivka,
yes, and then
Showtime is in development
and
right
so
now.
Stay tuned to television screens or your laptops or whatever for TV. So.
Oh my God, you're so funny, Robby. Thank you for doing it.
You're the funniest, Shelby. Such a pleasure, Anya.
Such a pleasure.
Happy to go to Best Buy with you, whatever it is. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Robby. You're the fucking best.
Thank you.
That was a Headgum original.